And good afternoon. Welcome to Hannah Field. We have got 7th and 8th grade football here this afternoon on this cloudy, windy day as Valley City taking on Hillsboro Central Valley. And the opening kickoff went to the Burros and a fumble. And so the Highliners will take over 1st and 10, first and goal from the 5-yard line. Highliners on offense first. Hudson Crewalt working at quarterback. And the lone setback from the 5-yard line. Crewalt turns on the handoff up the middle, diving towards the end zone, and in for the touchdown is Leighton Hendrickson. And the Highliners go one play, 1 minute, and score. And the touchdown by Leighton Hendrickson from 5 yards away. And Valley City strikes first. With a 5-yard touchdown run, we have 3 12-minute quarters. So technically, we're in the second quarter right now. 3 12-minute quarters running time, and then we'll have the 6th grade game, or the 8th grade game to follow. This is the 7th graders. So Hendrickson takes it in from 5 yards out on the first play from scrimmage for Valley City. Now on the 2-point conversion, man in motion, handoff here to the near side, cutting back is Coughlin, and Chase Coughlin is in for the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion is good. So we are at 10-11. Here in the second quarter. Just like that, the Highliners with an 8-0 lead. We're back with the kickoff. Valley City and Hillsboro Central Valley, 7th grade football on the Highliner Activity Network. So Valley City, one play, 5 yards. And again, with that running clock, I think it was about a minute off the clock. Preston Myers and Jimmy Howard are the 8th grade coaches. Brandon Myers and Tom Milbrandt here, the 7th grade coaches for Valley City. Owen Hunt has the ball teed up and will kick her off here. Valley City early on with the 8-0 lead. 10:01 here in the second quarter, as we are playing at 3 quarters here for this 7th grade game. Running clock, except they will stop it after touchdowns. And then we'll have a 10-minute quarters with the 8th grade game. Running clock until the second and fourth quarter. Line drive kick taken by the Burros at the 35 to the 40, and across the 40 and out to about the 43-yard line. I apologize to Hillsboro fans. I do not have rosters for the Burros. Well, the Burros will have it 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line here in the near hash. In the road whites, blue pants, white helmets, Highliners in their Highliner blue tops with the dark blue pants and the dark blue helmets. Line of scrimmage is the 43-yard line. 9.5 here in quarter number 2. 8-0, Valley City with the lead. First offensive possession for the Burros. And with 7th and 8th grade football, you coach on the field, but he's back by the official, Lance Lukes, the white cap here, and a 3-man officiating crew from the 43-yard line. I formation, receiver wide to the right. Turn, handoff to his tailback, and hit immediately and dropped after a loss of a yard to the 42-yard line, and coming through with the one-arm tackle. That was Owen Hunt reaching out with the big mitt and bringing down the ball carrier. Loss of a yard back to the 42-yard line. Brings up second down and 11 for the Burros from the 42. 8:45 here in the first quarter. Highliners lead 8-0. I formation again. Receiver wide here to the near side of the field. On a second down and 11 from the 42. Turns, give again. 45, wrapped up again. Hunt brings him down, but this time again back to the original line of scrimmage. Got his yard back. And it brings up 3rd down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Owen Hunt with a couple of tackles here unassisted early on for the Highliners. So 3rd down play coming up. 3rd and 10 from the 43 for the Burros. They work here from right to left in the opening quarter. from the 43-yard line. I formation, receiver wide to the right. Quarterback is to his fullback up the middle and out to the 45. Gain of a couple yards. Brings up fourth down. Thomas Schlappman there along with the Hunt on the tackle up the middle. Gain of 2. And it'll bring up fourth down and 8 from the 45. And again, they have the choice of punting, or they can just give the other team the ball at the 30-yard line. I believe it's the 30 or 25, because they do mark it all the way down. So it's the 25-yard line. So they have the option if they want to punt the ball or just give it to the other team. So 1st and 10 now for the Highliners at the 25-yard line. Dark clouds. No rain in the forecast, so it did say we might get a sprinkle or two here later on this evening. Hopefully it won't dampen things here at Hannah Field. So the Highliners with their second offensive possession, leading 8-0. 6:50 remaining here in second quarter. And Parker Rolsma under center. Receiver wide to the left. Actually, Rolsma now comes in motion. And the counter comes back to the way. Coughlin fumbles the football. It's going to be recovered by the Barrows at the 40 at their 22-yard line. So Chase Coughlin coughs up the football on his first carry. And it's going to be a loss of a couple yards, but the fumble, and the Barrows will take over 1st and 10 at the Valley City 23-yard line. Number 5 is one that fell on the fumble and recovered it for the Barrows. As we hit the 6-minute mark, left to go, we're in the second quarter. 8-0 Valley City. Second possession here for the Barrows of Hillsboro Central Valley. Line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line. I formation, receiver wide to the right. Here's the turn, gives to the fullback, and a gain of a couple down to the 21-yard line. Again, Owen Hunt there on the tackle. They'll pick up 1 yard to the 22-yard line. Second down and 9 for the Barrows. The ball marked just inside the Valley City 22. 5.5 minutes. We're in the opening, the first quarter technically, but the second quarter on the clock because we're playing 3 12-minute quarters. Running time. 6 o'clock kickoff for the 8th grade game, also here on the Highline Activity Network. From the 23, it is second down and 9. Pitch wide side of the field. Almost a nice catch, a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by the Highliners at the 25-yard line. Adam Shenenko on the recovery for Valley City. So that'll be first and 10 now for the Highliners. At their own 25-yard line. Hudson Krewald at quarterback. Ian King checks into the lineup here for Valley City. Their third possession, they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 25. Second turnover for the Barrows. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage. I believe that Leighton Hendrickson is the lone setback. Twin slots. Receiver wide to the far side of the field. Hendrickson gets the hand up the middle. He's at the 30. Hendrickson across the 35. He's to midfield. Here goes Leighton Hendrickson to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Valley City. Leighton Hendrickson takes it in 75 yards away. No flags on the play. And with 4:04 remaining here in this second quarter, the Highliners now lead at 14-0. A handoff right up the middle. And, now we do have a flag. Oh, hold everything, gang. There is a flag back at the 25-yard line. So maybe an illegal block against the Highliners, and that's going to negate a 75-yard touchdown run by Leighton Hendrickson. Illegal use of the hands against the Highliners. Boy, and blocking downfield, he was actually ahead of the pack, and blocking really not necessary, but an illegal use of the hands, so we will give him to where they're going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line. So he'll only get credit for a 35-yard carry, but it is a Highliner first down, 1st and 10 from the 40. 3:50 to go here in quarter number 2. Highliners leading at 8-0. And they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Barrows 40-yard line. Carson Romick checking into the lineup here quickly for Valley City. Brings a play in from the sidelines. Tom Milbrandt, Brandon Myers, coaches here for the 7th graders. From the 40. Hendrickson, the lone setback. Dual slots as usual. There's Rolfsma and Coughlin. Here's Rolfsma in motion. He'll take the handoff. Scoots to the outside. Gets away from one tackler to the 40. Back to the 35. To the far sideline inside the 30. And stays on his feet and stays in bounds. Gets the first down inside the 30. And down to about the 27-yard line. Nice run there by Parker Rolfsma. And they're going to mark it at the 28 is where they're going to mark it down. 12-yard carry. And a first down for Valley City. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Borough 28-yard line. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Clock ticking here in quarter number 2. Joseph Mayhew's checking into the lineup along with Ian King. The line of scrimmage, the Borough 28. 1st and 10, 2:25. Again, running clock here. We're in the second quarter. Hendrickson, the lone setback. Grewald at quarterback. 2 wings, receiver split wide to the left. Handoff, Hendrickson goes off left side at the 25, and he will be down inside the 25, down to the 24. Pick up of 4 yards for Hendrickson. They'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Line of scrimmage at 24. 1 minute, 48 seconds remaining. Paul McDonald with you here from Hannah Field in the 7th and 8th grade doubleheader. 8th graders to follow, about a 6 o'clock kickoff. 2nd down and 6 for Valley City at the Borough 24-yard line. Hendrickson, he's going to now go into a wing position here to the near side. Grewald turns, handoff. Rolfsma stops in the middle, goes to the 20, still on his feet at the 15, to the 10, powers his way down to the 5-yard line. Good hard running there by Parker Rolfsma, and he'll take it in 19 yards down to the 5-yard line. And so Valley City will have a 1st and goal from the 5. This drive started at their own 25-yard line after a fumble recovery. Had a 75-yard touchdown run by Hendrickson, was called back due to a holding. From the 5-yard line, Rolfsma gets the handoff from Grewald, and he sidesteps the defender, and he's in for the touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run by Rolfsma. Comes with 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. And now the conversion pending here. So a couple of 5-yard runs, one by Hendrickson and one by Rolfsma. That drive, again, goes 75 yards after the fumble recovery. 6 plays, 75 yards. The big play was a 35-yard run by Hendrickson. Would have been 75 yards, but holding penalty negated 40 of it. He gets the hand up on the conversion and easily into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 15 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2, your score, Valley City 16, Hillsboro Central Valley nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, a 6-play, 75-yard drive for the Highliners. And the touchdown by Parker Olsma from 5 yards out. Leighton Hendrickson added the 2-point conversion. Highliners up 16-0 with 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's the kick, a low line drive kick. Taken by one of the Burros at the 35 at the up man across the 40. And brought down. Alexander Kemstra on the nice tackle there for Valley City. And it'll be out to the 42-yard line. Again, cloudy skies here. 72 degrees our game time temperature. But it is a windy one. It was 72 degrees at 5 o'clock this morning. And it got a little bit warmer, but right now it's the wind. Temperatures dropped actually to 75. Winds at 24 miles per hour. And that is the end of quarter number 1. So we are through our first quarter of play. And your score, it's Valley City 16, Hillsboro Central Valley nothing. We're back with more Highliner Junior High football on the Highliner Activity Network. Tom Madonna back with you here at Hannah Field, Valley City and Hillsboro Central Valley. Junior high football, 7th graders going first. And then we've got the 8th graders coming up around 6 o'clock. Both games right here on the Highliner Activity Network. Burros with their first offensive series here in the second quarter from the 42-yard line. And they're waiting to get there. They were getting the 12 minutes up on the clock. So we have, again, 12-minute quarters running time. Except after touchdowns from the 42 for the Burros. Handoff to the tailback. And nice move up the middle across to the 45-yard line. Nice little skip move at the line of scrimmage. And he will get 3 yards out to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 from the 45. Burros on the far hash, working from left to right. They'll send one receiver wide to the left. They have that I formation on the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Quarterback under center, turns, gives to his tailback again. 45 takes it. He is wrapped up at about the 47 and brought down after a short pickup. And check on the tackle there. I want to say that was Ian King that came up with a nice tackle after a gain of 2 yards to the 47-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 47. They need to get to the Highliner 48. On the handoff, right up the middle again. Again, Ian King coming up with a nice tackle right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So 4th down play coming up. In junior high football, you can go for it or you can give the other team the ball downfield 20 yards. I believe it's 20 yards. We're going to find out because they're going to now just pick the ball up and march it down into Highliner territory from the 47. And they will bring it, let's see where they're going to mark it down, at the 22-yard line. 23-yard lines where they have it. So it's 30 yards downfield. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Valley City at their own 23-yard line. So again, on 4th down, they can either go for it or they can give the other team the ball 30 yards downfield. So Valley City offense back on the field from their own 23-yard line. 9 minutes, 28 seconds. Clock ticking here. We're in quarter number 2. First possession here of this second quarter for the Highliners. Receiver wide here to the near side with the 2 wings. Hendricks in the lone setback. Conklin comes in motion, gets the handoff. Chase to the outside. He's at the 25. And Chase bounces off a tackler, gets out across the 30, about the 31-yard line. 8-yard pickup for Chase Conklin. And they'll mark it at the 31. Second down and 3, or second down and 2 from the 31. They need to get just across the 33-yard line for a first down. So we'll call it the 31-yard line. Second down play coming up here for the Highliners. Man in motion. Krewald, inside handoff, flag on the play, and might have ourselves an illegal procedure here against Valley City. It was thrown in the backfield. So we'll wait, let Luke's let us know what the call is going to be here. An illegal shift against Valley City. So the walk-off will take him back to the 26-yard line. Makes it second down and 7 from the 26. 7 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Clock on the move here in quarter number 2. Valley City leading it 16-0. 7th grade football here in the Highliner Activity Network. We'll have 8th grade football to follow about 6 o'clock tonight. Also going on our Go camera, on our Go channel. Highliner tennis taking on West Fargo Cheyenne. Try to give you an update on that here in about 10 minutes or so. See how things are going. Whoop, movement on the line. There's the flag, and that'll be a false start against Valley City. That'll be the third penalty against the Highliners. They'll back them up 5 more. Makes it second down and 12. Back to the 21-yard line. So back-to-back penalties against Valley City. And they'll have it back at their own 21, and now we have our Highliner timeout. Valley City timeout with 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Second quarter, Highliners lead 16-0 over Hillsboro Central Valley. We're back with more junior high football on the Highliner Activity Network. So after back-to-back penalties, Highliners facing a second down and 12 from their own 21-yard line. Play action, rolling near side, dumping off Krewald, incomplete, his first pass attempt. And is incomplete. Threw it at the feet of Leighton Hendrickson. And it'll bring up third down for the Valley City Highliners, 3rd and 12 from the 21-yard line. I mentioned a Highliner tennis team, varsity tennis, junior varsity tennis, taking on West Fargo Cheyenne. And a couple of matches in the singles number 3, Alex Roggelstead lost to Nate Angus, 6-2, 6-3. Leighton Hike, he defeated Miles Taylor, 6-2, 6-2 in the singles. On the doubles, Kai Kringley and Alex Roggelstead lost 6-4, 7-5 to Ethan Ron and Mason Christensen. Trey Cope and Miles Taylor, they won at number 2 doubles over Nate Angus and Leighton Hike, 6-2, 6-3. And then West Fargo winning at number 3 doubles. Here's the handoff. Back on the counter goes to Rolsma on the third down and long across the 25 and out to the 30. And Rolsma stood up about a yard short of the first down. Kyle Rolsma, that's Dad. Parker Rolsma takes it to the 32-yard line. So it's going to be about a yard short of a first down. And it'll be at the 32-yard line. 6 minutes, 45 seconds, clock ticking. It'll be third. Oh, it's going to be 4th and 1, but it is 3rd down and 1. After that carry. It is 4th down. Yeah, it is 4th down and 1. 4th and 1 after that carry of 11 yards for Rolsma. 47 yards on 4 carries for Parker. So 4th down here for Valley City. 4th and 1 from the 32. Rolsma gets Krewald gives out to Leighton Hendrickson, and Hendrickson gets out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And that's going to be a 5-yard carry and a first down for Valley City. So Hendrickson on 4th and 1 takes it out for 5 yards and a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners from the 37. Just a final thought on that tennis again at number 3 doubles. Momir Durrani and Andrew Rexon winning 7-5, 6-1 at number 3 doubles over Max Magnuson and Emmett Olson. So right now, West Fargo, they are up 4-1. Still with singles matches to go. Rolling out is Krewall, looking to throw. Hudson dumps it off, and almost a great catch by Conklin behind, tried to reach back behind him. And the throw was a little bit behind, almost a great catch by Chase, but it's going to be an incompleted pass. And I'll bring up second down and 10 for the Highliners at their own 37-yard line. 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Again, running time here, 3 12-minute quarters at running time. And try to get the 8th grade kickoff at 6 o'clock. From the 37. Second down and 10 for the Highliners. Hendrickson, the lone setback. Receiver wide here to the near side of the field with 2 wings. Conklin comes in motion. Counter back in that counter tray. Hand out to Rolsma across the 40. And Rolsma gets out to the 41-yard line, maybe the 42. Again, that's that counter that they like to run with the number 7 on the varsity, Ethan Miller. And number 7 here on the 7th grade team, Parker Rolsma with a nice carry out to the 42. A gain of 5 yards. And brings up a third down play for Valley City. 3rd and 5 from the 42-yard line. They bring him up to the line to the 42. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Handoff, Conklin. He's got a blocker at the 45 to the 50. Chase to the 45, 40, and then nudged out of bounds here in the near sideline. Right on the Highliner sideline. Nice carry there by Chase Conklin, and he'll pick up another Highliner first down to the Burl 38-yard line. 20 yards on the carry for Chase. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City from the 38-yard line. Seven plays on this drive. This will be the 8th play of this drive, which again started actually at about the 35-yard line, 33-yard line, but then they had a couple of penalties that backed them up. From the 38. Grewald sends Rolfsman in motion. He gets the handoff. Parker wrapped up, and good tackle there. Brought down just shy of the 35-yard line. They brought Parker in motion and got the inside handoff, but I think we have a flag on the far side of the field. No? I don't see any flag on the play, but they are discussing things right now. There is a penalty. False start against Valley City. So back them up 5. Back to the 43-yard line. So 1st and 15 for the Highliners at the Hillsboro Central Valley 43-yard line. Again, this drive actually started at the 31, or the 33, with the 4th down. The Burros gave the Highliners the ball after on the 4th down, back to the 33-yard line. Again, Coffin comes in motion. Rolling out. Krewall looking to throw. Far side. Has his man. Again, almost a nice catch on the run by Chase Conklin at the 35, but couldn't come up with it. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 15 for Valley City. A nice roll out there by Hudson Krewall. And then tried to dump it off. So for Valley City, looking at a 2nd down and 15. Line of scrimmage is the Hillsboro Central Valley 43-yard line. Final minute here in the second quarter. And then we'll have a little bit of about a 5-minute halftime. And then we'll get ready for the third quarter. Rolling out now, Kriewald here to the near side. Eludes one tackler. Now he's going to tuck and run and steps at the 40 and then tiptoes out of bounds inside the 40. Out about the 38. So got the 5 yards back after the illegal procedure false start penalty. First carry for Kriewald. And it brings up a 3rd and 10 from the 38. And this will be, more than likely, the final play of this first half. 15 seconds to go from the 38-yard line. 3rd down. Whoop, there's movement. There's the flag, and that's going to stop everything. And a carry, this is going to be negated. There's a penalty in the backfield and also penalty in the secondary. There's 2 flags down, but I think that'll be a false start. So they'll back up the Highliners 5 yards. And with 3 triple zeros, they say, nope, that's just the end of the second quarter. So illegal shift against Valley City, declined. We're at halftime. So we have a halftime, about a 5-minute halftime. Valley City leading it 16-0 over Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll be back, recap the scoring, and take a look at the stats here in the first half. This is Highliner Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Bob McDonough back with you here at Hannah Field. Valley City leading at 16-0 at the half here in our 7th grade game, with the 8th graders to follow at about 6 o'clock or a little thereafter. Take a look at the stats in the first half scoring. Valley City had to kick off. The Hillsboro Central Valley got the opening kickoff and fumbled the opening kickoff. It was recovered by the Highliners at the 5-yard line. And then Leighton Hendrickson took it in from 5 yards out. Chase Conklin added the 2-point conversion. Highliners led 8-0 a minute into the football game. And then in this, of course, these are all in the second quarter because we're playing 3 quarters, so really didn't have a first. Well, then after another fumble, the Highliners started at their own 25-yard line. And on the first play, Leighton Hendrickson took it in from 75 yards out. However, a holding penalty downfield took away 40 of those 75, so just got credit for a 35-yard carry. Eventually, it was Parker Rolsma taking it from 5 yards out, capping a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And that came with 15 seconds to go in that second quarter. And it was Hendrickson adding the conversion, and it was 16-0 Valley City. And that's where we sit as we get ready for the start of this final quarter. Again, 12-minute running quarter. Valley City in that first half, they had 132 yards of total offense, all on the ground. 52 yards on 5 carries for Parker Rolsma. Leighton Hendrickson, 4 carries for 49 yards. Chase Conklin had 3 carries for 26. And Hudson Kriewald, 1 carry for 5 yards. Kriewald 0 for 3 passing. So all 3 passes did get off the fingertips of his receivers. And just couldn't quite connect on the passes, but 0 for 3 passing in that first half. And for Hillsboro Central Valley, they had just 5 yards rushing in that first half, and that was all of their total yards. They did not attempt a pass in the first half. So the Highliners will get the ball to start things here in the final quarter. They got 12 minutes up on the clock. Burrows done with their huddle, so they will get and kick the ball away here to Valley City. And then again, coming up after a little bit of a warm-up, though the 8th graders are warming up as we speak. But they'll have a little bit of a warm-up. And some of the 7th graders come up to help the 8th graders as far as numbers are concerned for Valley City. And so they'll give a little bit of a break between games, and then we'll have 4 quarters, 10 minutes running time in the first and third quarter, and not in the second or fourth. And that'll be coming up here. And again, that kickoff is slated for a little after 6 o'clock. So the Burros have it teed up at the 40-yard line. We'll kick her off here to start things in this final quarter. Valley City leading at 16-0. There's the approach and the kick. High kick, not a bad kick, out to the 30-yard line. Taken by Hendrickson. Out to the 35, to the 40. Leighton Hendrickson spin at the 45 to the 50. Hendrickson to the 45, 40, and a shirt tackle still on his feet, though, and finally he'll go down as one of the Burros grabbed him by the shirt. Not the tearaway jerseys they used to have in the old days of football where it just ripped right off and he could have kept going. But it'll be down to the 38-yard line. Nice start there. 1st and 10 for Valley City at the 38-yard line. In Borough territory. Highliners going right to left here in this fourth quarter. Carson Romick quickly gets the play from the sidelines and brings it in. Tom Milbrandt, Brandon Myers, the coaches for the 7th graders. Preston Myers, Jimmy Howard, the coaches for the 8th graders. So from the 38, 1st down and 10 for Valley City. First play from scrimmage here in this final quarter. Well, now they got to get the tee off the field. As the Burros didn't get the tee there, they get it thrown off the field on the far side. So wait for the official to get back to the line of scrimmage. There we go. Now we're ready to go. From the 38. Greenwood under center. Sends Coughlin in motion. Handoff. Hendrickson up the middle. Layton to the 25, or to the 35-30. 25-20 to the 15 and brought down. Nice tackle. Open field tackle there, but number 1 for the Burros. And he'll take it inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. 25-yard carry for Layton Hendrickson. He's up to 74 yards on 5 carries. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Borough 13-yard line. Just starting this final quarter. 2 minutes gone. From the 13 for Valley City, 1st down and 10. Hudson Krewald under center. Handoff on the counter goes to Coughlin to the 10. Chases at the 5 and spins down at the 4-yard line. Well, they'll mark him down at the 5. So a pickup of 8 yards for Chase Coughlin. And he's at 34 yards rushing now on 4 carries. And it'll be 2nd down and 2 for Valley City. There's an oil train going across the Highliner Bridge off in the distance. Up to the north of us. From the 5-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Highliners. Romick is going off far side of the field. That's far to the right. That is the wide side. Actually, it's even up because they're right in the middle of the field. From the 5-yard line. Krewald turns, handoff. Coughlin to the 5. Gets a nice block, and he's in for the touchdown. Rolsma had the block here on the near side. And Chase Coughlin takes it in from 5 yards out. So all 3 of the touchdowns for the Highliners have been from 5 yards out. And all 3 of the backs have a touchdown here. With 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go, as we'll mark that one down. Clock actually still ticking. So 5-yard run for Chase. So on that drive, had that, of course, that big 25-yard carry on the first play by Hendrickson. They go 3 plays, 38 yards, and now going for the 2-point conversion. Under center, Hudson Krewald. Barks out the signals, has the snap, gives to Hendrickson. Hendrickson going off left side. He's in for the touchdown behind Adam Shanenko's block. And it's 24-0 Valley City. Hendrickson with the 2-point conversion. So we come back up the field with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in quarter number 4. It's Valley City 24, Hillsboro Central Valley nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, a 3-play, 38-yard drive for Valley City after a nice run back of 32 yards on the kickoff by Leighton Hendrickson. 3 plays, 38 yards. 5-yard touchdown run by Chase Coughlin. Hendrickson out of the conversion with a 2-point run. And now Hunt with the kickoff. Here come the Burros back to the way across the 40. And out to the 43, and that's where a couple of Highliners and then about 4 or 5 more drop the ball carrier down at the 43-yard line. So Hillsboro Central Valley with their first possession, again the final quarter. Playing 3 quarters in this one. And then we'll have a break and let the 8th graders warm up and take the field from the 43-yard line. First down and 10 for the Burros. On the far hash. We've had cloudy skies, but again, 71 degrees game time temperature, so not too bad. About a 24-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the northeast. On the handoff, first down carry here to the near side, bouncing it to the outside, but kept and dropped by Rolsma. Parker Rolsma did a nice job wrapping up the ball carrier. That'll be a gain. Let's see, give him a couple yards out to the 44-yard line. Brings up second down and 9 for the Burros. Line of scrimmage is their own 44. Quarterback under center from the 44-yard line. A give again to this tailback across the 45, wrapped up at the 47. Picks up 3 yards on the carry. It'll be second down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Inside 6 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. Valley City leading it. 24-0 junior high football. We'll have the 8th graders to follow. Third game of the year for the junior high. Line of scrimmage, the 47. Third down and 6 for Hillsboro Central Valley. Receiver wide here to the near side of the field. I formation, quarterback rolling, looking to throw. Dumps it off, has his man, incomplete. Just off the fingertips of the intended receiver. And so that'll bring up fourth down. Again, the line of scrimmage is the 47, so they can take it down to the, if they want, they can go for it. Again, they can move it downfield 30 yards. Looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Burros on a fourth down play. Play action. Rolling, dumping it, far side, complete. Has his man at the 45 and then brought out of bounds onto the 49-yard line. Pick up of 3 yards. Nice play, too, by the quarterback to get rid of that one as he had a highliner in his face. And at least did dump it off and get rid of it. And it will be a pickup of 3 yards out to the 49-yard line. But the ball will go over on downs to Valley City. And they'll take over first and 10 at the Burro 49-yard line with 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. So time for about 4 plays here for Valley City as we have the running clock. Leading 24-0. All 3 running backs have scored 5-yard touchdown runs. Leighton Hendrickson and Parker Rolsman the first half. Chase Conklin here in the second half. So from the 49, 170 yards on the ground for Valley City. From the 49-yard line, Hudson Crewald under center. Here's Conklin in motion. Back to counter the other way here to the near side. Here around the corner at the 45 to the 40. Running room to the 35 is Ian King. Down to the 36, or check that, number 10. That is Ty Cordy. And Ty takes it down to the 36-yard line. Picks up 13 yards on his first carry of the game. So it'll be first and 10 for Valley City at the Burros 37-yard line as we approach 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And double checking to see if, no, Rolsman now is working at the quarterback spot from the 37-yard line. Rolsman brings him up, has the dual slots, or the wings, if you will. Romick, the lone receiver, here to the near side of the field. Now they got to get another guy up on the line of scrimmage. There he goes. From the 36, 1st and 10. In motion, Coughlin. Rolsma turns, gives, and the carry at the 35 to the 30, and out of bounds, Hendrickson. Down to the 27-yard line. It's going to be very close to a first down. And they're going to say, yep, 10 yards and a first down for Leighton Hendrickson. So a first down carry will be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the 27-yard line with 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. Highliners leading at 24-0. This drive started at the 49-yard line. Turnover on downs. This will be the 4th play. From the 27, 1st and 10. Rolsma on the give. And nice open field tackle there. And by number 5 for Hillsboro Central Valley brings Coughlin down after a gain of 1 to the 26. So 1 yard pickup for Chase. 2nd down and 9. Minute 13. Clock ticking here in this 4th quarter. Coach Tom Milbrandt gives his quarterback Parker Rolsma the instruction. And he also just made the motion of take a knee. We'll see if they get in the victory formation with 50 seconds remaining in this one. From the 26-yard line, they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rolsma will get under center. Takes the snap, steps a couple of back, takes the knee. So Parker Rolsma will get 2-yard loss back to the 29-yard line. But when it means a victory formation, you'll take it. And that should be the final play of this one with 20 seconds to go in this running clock. The official picks up the ball. And the teams form the handshake line. That's going to do it. So Valley City, the 7th graders, winning it here this evening by a final score of 24-0. We'll be back with a look at your stats and recap the scoring. And get ready for our second game of our doubleheader coming up. Highliner football, junior high football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. So the 7th graders winning it here tonight. Final score 24-0 over Hillsboro Central Valley. Valley City, 192 yards of total offense, all on the ground. And leading the way, 84 yards on 6 carries. Leighton Hendrickson also had a couple of one touchdown. And they're doing the coin flip here. Let me watch and see what's going on there. Hillsboro Central Valley will get the ball first in the 8th grade game, which will start here momentarily. After about a 2-minute break here, we'll just keep it going. Looking back on that rushing again, Parker Rolsma, he had 6 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. 6 carries, 40 yards. Chase Goggin with a touchdown, 1 for 13. And that Ty Cordy had that 1 carry for 13 yards and 1 for 5 for Hudson Crewald. So again, 20 carries, 192 yards on the ground for Valley City. Greenwald 0 for 3 passing in that one. And for Hillsboro Central Valley, 10 carries, 9 yards on the ground. And they had 1 completion, 1 for 2 passing for 3 yards. So 12 yards of total offense for the Burros. Scoring for Valley City, Leighton Hendrickson, a 5-yard touchdown run after a fumble on the opening kickoff by Hillsboro Central Valley. Chase Coughlin took in the 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 Valley City. And then it was Parker Rolsma, a 5-yard run after another fumble recovery by the Highliners. That capped a 75-yard drive. A 35-yard run by Hendrickson, the highlight there. That made it 16-0 after Hendrickson out of the 2-point conversion. Then Chase Coughlin took in a 5-yard touchdown run, capping a 3-play, 38-yard drive with 8:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Hendrickson out of the 2-point conversion, and it's 24-0, and that is your final. So we are going to go right into the 8th grade game. The Highliners, and this is going to be 4 quarters at 10 minutes each. And we'll have running time in the 1st and 3rd and not in the 2nd and 4th. And some of the 7th graders will move up and help out on the 8th grade side. Hillsboro Central Valley, some of their 8th graders had to drop down and help the 7th graders. So each team had opposite as far as the numbers are concerned. So Valley City will kick it off to Hillsboro Central Valley, who won the opening toss. And the coin flip, and they will have the ball first. I'm waiting for what I'm not sure. Trying to get everybody lined up. I think they're trying to get the clock is set, ready to go. Not quite sure what the our delay is, but we are ready to roll. Kind of awful dark here again. I don't know if they're going to get the lights turned on here or not. One thing for sure, it's definitely not the heat. Here's the approach and the kick. A line drive, low kick. And taken at the 15-yard line by the Burros to the 20, 25-minute return, 30, across the 35, out to the 40, and there's a foot race. He's going to be gone. That's going to be an 85-yard return for a touchdown on the opening kickoff for Hillsboro Central Valley. Just 12 seconds in, and the Burros lead it 6-0 with a conversion pending. So 9 minutes and 48 seconds right away here in the first quarter. It'll be an 85-yard touchdown run on the kickoff. And the Burros right away jump on top 6-0. Again, Hillsboro fans, if you are joining us here on the Highline Activity Network, we appreciate you joining us and do apologize. I don't have rosters for your Burro fans. And so I'll have to just be calling out the numbers. And I do apologize for that. So now the conversion here, number 3 under center. He's got an I formation. He'll turn, and the carry. And nope, nothing doing on that return, the fumble, and it'll be conversion is no good. He fumbled, but it was after he was down. Coming up there, that was Andrew Sikora on the big tackle for the Highliners to stop the 2-point conversion. So we come back up the field with 8:55 left to go here in this opening quarter. It is Hillsboro Central Valley 6, Valley City nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner Junior High Football on the Highline Activity Network. Now here's the kickoff for Hillsboro Central Valley. The Highlanders will get their first possession. Kick, line drive taken at the 30-yard line. Return here to the 35, to the 40, and across the 40 out to the 41-yard line or 46-yard line. That was Sikora on the return. Andrew Sikora with the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at their own 46-yard line. Referee finally put it down. From the 46-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. Finn Doctor at quarterback for the Highliners. And they'll come up to the line of scrimmage from the 46, 1st and 10. Again, same formation that we'll see a lot for Highliner football. One receiver, dual wings, handoff here on the carry. Out to the 48-yard line, gain of a couple. So Sikora, Andrew Sikora with a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Second and 8 for Valley City. Out to the 48-yard line at their own 48. One receiver split wide to the far side. Rolsma, he is working as a wing. Sikora, the lone setback. Whoop, no, the center moved. The center was the only one that moved on the play, and that's usually a false start. So the false start will back him up 5 to the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That'll be a 2nd down and 13 from the 43. In motion, on the counter, handoff, Hunter Undum. Undum gets across the 45 to the 50 and powers his way into Burro territory. Still going and taking about 4 Burros with him inside the 40. And Hunter Undum down to the 39-yard line. So Hunter Undum with taking a bunch of Highliners with him, or Burros with him. Takes it down to the 39-yard line. 18 yards on the carry. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Burl 39. Sikora the lone setback. Handoff. Doctor gives here to the near side. Rolsma to the 35. Bounces to the outside to the 30. Still on his feet to the 25. Parker Rolsma down at the 20-yard line. 19-yard carry there for Parker Rolsma, who just came off a 6-carry, 50-yard 7th grade game. And now picks up 19 yards on his first carry here in the 8th grade game. Back-to-back first downs for the Highliners. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 5:55. Again, we'll have running time in the first and third quarters. We're in the first quarter. Far side of the field. Riley Picker. Wide to the left. On the counter again on the handoff to Undum. Undum to the outside, to the 10, to the 5. Stiff arm at the goal line and a touchdown. Hunter Undum takes it in with 5:32 here in this first quarter. Takes it in from 20 yards out. So Undum with a couple of carries for 38 yards on that drive. 4 plays for Valley City. And 4 plays, 59 yards, all on the ground. And now the conversion. Handoff to Sikora right up the middle, and he did not get in. So Sikora did not get in. The run failed. And we'll come back up the field with 4:53 left to go here in quarter number 1. It's Valley City 6, Hillsboro Central Valley 6. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highlander football, junior high football on the Highlander Activity Network. 4 minutes, 53 seconds remaining first quarter. Valley City and Hillsboro Central Valley tied at 6. 4-play, 59-yard drive there for the Highliners. And are on the board. Game tied at 6 on their first possession. And the left-footed kick, short kick, bounces at the 33, goes inside the 30, picked up at the 27-yard line, out to the 30, into the 35, return of 8 yards for Hillsboro Central Valley. And they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. First offensive series for the Burros. As they got the opening kickoff, returned 85 yards for the touchdown. Missed the conversion. And Valley City just went 4 plays, 59 yards on their first offensive series. Both teams missing their conversions. We're tied 6-6. 4:25, clock ticking here, opening quarter. So the Burros from the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Number 3, quarterback, turns, handoff to number 20, gets out across the 35, and still on his feet and rumbles his way close to the 39-yard line. Brings up second down. A gain of 3 yards. We're only going to give him 4 yards out to the 39. We'll give him 4. Make it a 2nd and 6 from the 39. 3:45 here in the first quarter. Valley City, Hillsboro Central Valley, 8th grade game, tied at 6. Receiver wide here to the near side of the field. Now he sends him in motion. Pitch. 20 again here on the carry. Spins out of a tackle. Oh, and he's hit and wrapped up. He spun away from one tackle and then was wrapped up and dropped by Sikora. And he did get 1 yard, but it was a tough yard out to the 40-yard line. So it brings up 3rd down and 5 from the 40. Third and 5 for Hillsboro Central Valley at their own 40-yard line, their first offensive series. Receiver wide to the right, I formation with 20 dotting the I. Number 3 at quarterback. He wants to throw, rolling out, dumps it off, has his man complete at the line of scrimmage. Great open field tackle on that far side. If I can get a number on a young man for Valley City that just made that tackle. I think that was Parker Olsma on the tackle. It was actually Finn Doctor that came up on the tackle there. Was a completion, but no gain. So 4th down and 5 from the 40-yard line. As we are inside, 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Highliners and Burrows tied at 6. I formation. And up to number 20, picks his way across, and he is going to get that first down, takes it across the 45, takes a couple of Highliners with him. Gavin Trebolt there defensively for Valley City, but a gain of 7 out to the 47-yard line. And it'll be first down for Hillsboro Central Valley at their own 47. So the 5th play of this drive coming up. And again, this drive started back at the 35. From the 47. First down and 10, I formation. Pitch again to 20, picks his way, cuts back against the grain. Actually 22 on the carry here, and he'll get down to the Highliner 45-yard line. He'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down. Second down and 2 coming up. Well, we're going to mark him down at the 46. So we'll call it second down and 3 from the 46-yard line. Number 22 on the carry. He's the one that had the 85-yard return for a touchdown on the opening kickoff. So now second down and 3 from the Highliner 46-yard line. Final play of the first quarter coming up. 20 gets the handoff, picks his way across. He'll have the first down right at the marker. Well, if they don't, oh boy, I thought that the far side official is, now the far side official said, yep, that's enough for a first down, because he did have the first down, then got pushed backward. So they'll give him the 3 yards for the first down to the 43-yard line. And that will be the final play here of this first quarter. So the clock winds down. We are through 1 quarter of football. And your score, Valley City 6, Hillsboro Central Valley 6. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field. Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City and Hillsboro Central Valley getting ready to start the second quarter. Game tied 6-6. Burrows off the opening kickoff. Number 22 took it in from 85 yards out. 2-point conversion failed. Highliners on their first possession went 4 plays, 59 yards. Hunter Undum taking in for the last 20. Also had an 18-yard run on the drive. Hillsboro Central Valley. Here's a handoff, and that's not going to work at all because it was Hunter Undum that came flying through from his defensive line position, wrapped up the ball carrier, and threw him down for no gain. Matter of fact, a loss back to the 47-yard line, a loss of 4. A 4-yard loss, but that was that ball carrier had no choice or nowhere to go after that handoff. He was a fullback and got wrapped up and brought down immediately. So again, a loss of 4. Back to the 47-yard line. 22 on the carry again. Undum coming in and got him, but he number 22 got in a little extra effort, was able to at least get back to the original line of scrimmage, so no gain on that carry. But back-to-back plays with Hunter Undum flying through, coming off the ball quickly and getting to the backfield about the time the handoff is being made. So third down here for the Burros, 3rd and 13, or 3rd and 14 from the 47-yard line. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in this first half from the 47. And off, 22 again, cuts back against Drain to the 45. He's to the 40. It's inside the 40 and down close to the 39. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Burros. And they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 9 yards. That'll bring up 4th down. This will be the 10th play of this drive for the Burros. All but one on the ground. It is 4th down. Here's a play action, dumping it off near side, tipped, incomplete. Now it's Finn Doctor that got the mid up there and tipped it away. And incomplete, and the ball will go over on downs to Valley City. So Doctor reached up with the left hand and tipped it just enough. So Valley City will take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 7 minutes and 40 seconds here in the second quarter. Actually, it's the running clock until the final 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarters. Then it is normal time. Now Doctor, who just made that big defensive play, will run in at quarterback. From the 38-yard line, Highliners, their first possession here in quarter number 2. From the 38, Doctor gives to the back coming through. That is Undum at the 45. Undum to the 40, and Hunter Undum takes it inside the 40, or inside the 50. And we've got a penalty flag in the backfield. That's going to be an illegal shift against Valley City. So negate a nice run by Hunter Undum. And back up Valley City, 5 yards. So instead of 1st and 10 in Borough territory, it'll be a 1st down and 15 back to the 33-yard line. So Valley City have a 1st and 15. Rolling out, Doctor looking to throw, under pressure, gets away from the initial. Now dumps it downfield, has his man complete. That is Zakora on the carry. And Andrew Zakora reached out as he was about ready to step out of bounds. But we have a flag on the far side of the field. So Lance Lukes, our white cap, will let us know what the penalty is here. The completion was across to the 37-yard line. But I think this is against Valley City. The flag is laying right at where the tackle was made, but on the far side of the field. Is that going to be an ineligible man downfield? Possibly. It is. Ineligible man downfield against the Highliners. So instead of another 1st down, they'll back it off 5, and it'll be back to the 28-yard line, and the Highliners want to talk it over. Timeout on the field. 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go, second quarter. Valley City 6, Hillsboro Central Valley 6. We're back with more junior high football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, 5:22 to go here in quarter number 2. Highliners with the lead. Inside handoff again across the 30, Undum to the 35 to the 40. And Hunter Undum across the 40 drags a Burrow with him, and he's going to be close to the 1st down, maybe by a yard short of the 1st down. He takes it from the 27 out to the 47, a 20-yard carry for Hunter Undum. This one will stick. No flags on the play. After back-to-back penalties on back-to-back plays for Valley City, it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Or 47, they need to get to the 48. From the 47. Finn Doctor under center. He'll turn, give, stutter step. Sikora, 1st down and more. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds in Borough territory. Andrew Sikora on the carry. And it'll be a 1st down for the Highliners at the 39-yard line. 14-yard pickup there for Sikora. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City from the Borough 39. 4:12. Again, running clock till we get to that 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. From the 39-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Highliners. Coughlin goes in motion. There might have been a mix-up in the backfield, so Doctor's going to have to ad-lib, and he's going to get inside the line of scrimmage to get down to the 37-yard line, gain of a yard. They had Conklin coming in motion, and looked like maybe a little confusion on that play, but Finn Doctor didn't panic, tucked and ran, picked up a yard. That'll bring up second down. Only get him to the 37. We'll give him a couple yards on the carry. So second down play coming up from the 37-yard line for the Highliners. Receiver wide here to the near side of the field. Riley Picker. Sikora, the lone setback. Doctor under center. Sends his man in motion. That man gets the handoff. Hunter Undum, and he gets out of a tackle. Could have been lost some big yardage. Stays on his feet. Gets inside the 35. And Hunter Undum, nice job there. Could have been dropped for a loss. Stayed on his feet. Got out of that tackle. And takes it down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 7 yards. So 3rd and 2 coming up for Valley City. 3rd down and 2 for the Highliners. Right now, line of scrimmage is the Borough 30-yard line with 2:35 remaining here in this second quarter. Ominous dark clouds looming, but again, no rain in the forecast. Doctor wants to throw, looking, going deep, far side, has his man incomplete, intended for Gavin Trebold. And a little bit too high for Gavin. First pass attempt that will count. Had a penalty on a earlier completion. So it'll be 4th down and 2 for the Highliners from the 30-yard line. As we will hit the 2-minute mark, and then we will have normal time inside 2 minutes. From the 30. Receiver wide to the far side of the field with the 2 wings. Doctor, handoff, Sikora at the 30. He's got the first down. Andrew Sikora will get the 2 yards and get that first down. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Valley City at the Borough 28-yard line. Minute and a half, clock ticking, second quarter. Highliners come out from the 28. 1st and 10, Doctor under center.